The Bitcoin honeypots, aka the ETFs, hoovered up $500 million worth of Bitcoin. Like I said, they don't want some, they want it all. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea, hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing. All the humble opinion of this piano. Zamboni bringing the The FOMO index has jumped up to 65 from yesterday's 48. Bitcoin dominance 56.8%. 24-hour volume is 87 billion. The overall market cap 2.29 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, it's only Tuesday, but so far it's been a pretty bullish week with price action heading up both days. But we talked about this, so it should have come as no surprise to anyone in this boutique community when Bitcoin price action, well, she had a little pump. What I'd like to see is continued bullish action, taking price up to our next level of interest at 66K. If we can get there and start closing candles at that level, we may be able to greenlight the October commencement parade. We have made some cute little higher highs, however. The most important one is also at that 66K level. Lord love a dog if she didn't do just that. After getting up and over our channel of eternal monotony's resistance yesterday, price action continued peaking out at 66.4 and closing a candle at 66K. And retracing slightly, finding a bottom and a bounce at 65.1 and has fought back to a time of production 65.7. So we have seen a textbook retracement down to the 23.6% fib. The next fib level down would be the 38.2% fib at 64.5, which is also our new channel of eternal monotony support. So there is double word bearish score at that level. But pianomattyb, what about that cute little bull flag we just carved out? Yes, we did, and it is cute, and it does have a price probability playout of way up at 70 cash. Now over on the ding dong, you can see we did get our candle close higher high, which is a bullish sign for all the quant bots. Is that a data alert? Yes, it is. Looks like we have some classic bearish divergence on the MACD as price surely did put in a higher high, while the MACD has posted a lower high. This is the classic reversal divergence that could take us back to retest the 200 moving average down at 63.5. Is that another data alert? 2 for Tuesday on the data alerts. Yes, it is. Looks like the MACD is also crossed bullish, and the last time we crossed bullish back on September 11th, we did see a subsequent 16% pump. And where would a 16% pump to fractal take us from here? Well, that would be way up. at 76.7-ish. All-time high. I'll take her. Would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day or a day. None of us are guaranteed. We're not guaranteed these days. Yeah, we're lucky enough to have them anyway, so get out there. Knock them dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leads. And that's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee. Join me for a quick one, and by all means, sing it with me now. Or on the banks of Boom to Spank, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, war. Cha-cha-cha-ching. Two for Tuesday on the data alerts on one chart. I don't think, it's probably happened. I would say generally, hey, Johnny December, if you're on Rumble, I got a notification that Rumble didn't launch. Let me know. I see that here in the comment section. If it's not running by now, it's stream isn't working. Yeah, okay. I'll just shut her down. Yeah, it's not going to happen. They told me it didn't launch here from Ecamm. Anyway, generally bullish, to say the least. Everything's kind of pointing in that direction. I feel like the momentum is picking up. The sentiment is changing. You know how fast sentiment just reverses. All of a sudden, it's doomsday. Bitcoin's sub 50, sub 40. You know, and then it just has a little bit of pump, and people are like, oh yeah, that's right. It is programmed to generally go up despite pullbacks. The thing about pullbacks is that nobody likes them except for the short sellers. But they're just natural evolution and psychology of investors. They do take profits. I know it sounds bizarre for us long-term hodlers taking profits. What does that mean? But that's generally it's the sell-offs. I find are just the bots. The bots when we reach certain levels of support and resistance, they have their algorithms that sell off a percentage of it. It's all just programmed into these things. It's back in the day, it was actual humans, if you can believe it, that had the math and the percentages down. If this, then that. Now it is just quant bots. 65.9, almost 66K. Seems like it's been a long time since we were at 66K. Like, let's take a look here. This textbook W pattern here as well. Let me use this arrow. Come on, the arrow. Waka, bataka, jago, go, go. We're basically at the breakout point of it as well, which is, at every breakout point, there generally happens to be a bull flag. But the last time we were around 66K was, what is that? I got to look at two screens here at once. Holy smokes. October 1st. Is this the 4-hour chart? Yeah, this is the 4-hour chart. So 2 weeks ago, but it seems like it was forever. I feel like this was basically a day of 66K. Now it makes sense. So besides this day, or let's call it, 24 hours of 66K right here, look how noisy this is. It was way back here when we broke through in July. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. So July, we kind of broke through this resistance of 67. And since then, we've just been in the weeds here. 24 hours of 66K, and now we're back to it. So, yeah, it's been months. It's hard to believe. We spent July, August, and September sub 66K. That is insult to industry, insult to injury for all these hodlers.
Like coming off an exciting Q1, Q2 was a little bit boring, and then Q3 was just the summer bummer. So at the end of it, at the end of the summer bummer, to be sub 66K, wow, that is insult to injury. But of course, here is our cute little bull flag that's always at the end of every breakout right here. Boom, boom, textbook. And she does play out. 70K. Yes, you can't see that. Why can't you see that? Maybe if I put it like this. No, still can't see it. 70K is the price of that bull flag play out. Let's put the arrow. Come on. That's Jimmy or with Joey B down there dancing. And now over on the ding dong. You can see it's a slightly higher high. It's just a slightly higher high, but god damn it, I'll take it. After all the monotony. Slightly higher high, and of course here is, I'll just draw it out there. Boom, 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 bang. It's slight. I mean, some might say it's just even, but it's slightly higher. And then the bearish divergence of this pattern. Now, under normal market conditions, this type of reversal would generally play out in a bear market. However, I feel we are on the verge of a breakout. So will it play out? I don't know. To me, it's a 50-50. Generally, I'm a little more bullish, but it does play out. I could see, we broke through the 200 and we haven't looked back. Now, under normal market conditions, retesting of the 200 would be normal. And unfortunately, last time we did this, we broke out, never looked back, got up to 66.4. Oh, interesting. Our wicks are basically the same. Did we hit 66.5? Yeah, we might have gone $100 higher on this wick, but who cares about wicks? Who cares about wicks? And we went to retest the 200, textbook retest, failed miserably, and down she goes. So now, will we retest the 200? I'm hoping we don't. I'm actually hoping we don't, because I mean, it would be a real bummer for sentiment to have such a pullback. It would basically negate the pump. And we're so used to these pumps getting negated that it would just be like, it's a PTSD in me. It's almost subsided. But for the past 3 months, every single pump, I'd be like, okay, yeah, where's the dump? There it is. And so all day yesterday, I'm kind of like, all right, where's the dump? I actually forgot about how much we get dumped on in this market of honeypots and ETFs. Matty B, how dare you say the ETFs are a honeypot? Well, I guess it's only time will tell, but the reason why I have a negative opinion on the ETFs is, don't get me wrong, they're pumping our bags, right? They're pumping our bags. That's a good thing, isn't it? Yeah, it is a good thing to have the bags pumped. However, to me, there's a certain degree of fiatness to it. Do you know what I mean? Like there's empty calories in it. I feel like it's the movement behind the ETFs are just strictly nutrient-less fiat investors just trying to get on the train. They don't share the same ethos or philosophy as most hardcore, soulless, orange-pilled Bitcoin hodlers, if you know what I mean. So it's almost like a diet of complete fast food nutrients in these ETFs. They're just like, yeah. What did you say? Get us in? Yeah. This is a hot thing. It's an asset class now. Yeah, we should have an allocation to it. Okay, fine. Yeah, do whatever you want. And that's it. The good news is that even that little exposure to Bitcoin will induce the inevitable orange pilling of these nameless, faceless. And they're not all boomers, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with boomers. My dad's a boomer. So is my mom. But you know what I'm talking about. They're just the older class of investors who really don't want to know anything about it at all. It's almost amazing, and I feel like that's where the shift is between the generations. The older generation are quite comfortable with putting their entire wealth in the hands of someone with about 40 accredited hours of training to be a accredited financial advisor. Here you go. Here's all of it, and the more I make, the more I'll give you. Anyway, I'm not poo-pooing on their industry or their talents. I think they are answering the question being asked: how do you preserve my money without losing it? Right, and that's what these financial advisors are doing. They're just, listening to the heat of their investors. Can you put me in a relatively, low risk mutual fund? Maybe, I don't know. I heard it goes up 3%. Is that true? 3%? I like that. It's not that great, but it's still, I'm not losing, right? And this is the mentality of these people, and the financial advisors are just listening to them. So, it's not, I actually, I texted my mom. I said, tell your financial advisor this. And I said, I would like a 20% allocation to iBit and MicroStrategy, 10% each, because the answer will basically tell her how educated her financial advisor is. So he'll either do it and okay, great, or he'll put up a fight and not do it because he, probably doesn't want something to just happen. Got very quiet in here. The heat went off. I saw someone said, "Is your heat on?" Is that what you're saying? Is that why you said, "Is your heat on?" Because you hear it? Yeah, the heat is on up here. It's getting a little bit cold up here in the core, and Wick says, Matty hit the nail on the head. Amy Lives Crypto knows more about life, but I've seen it too. I don't know what, I saw the wrong comment there though. Wick, maybe elaborate on that. And so my mom's going to find out the education level of her financial advisor. And it'll be interesting because moving forward, most of her investment strategy, I suppose, is the classic 3 to 5%. Don't lose your money, protect it, which I get. So imagine putting 20% of that into Bitcoin and iBit and MicroStrategy right now. Right now. Like, what a time, what an opportunity for people who can actually get their financial advisors to do it. And it's not easy. It's not easy. It's like trying to get your money out of it. Like, here, long story short, but my first real financial advisor was my friend's dad, who, we had a business, took a bunch of money in, and it was around 2008. So you can imagine how well that went. It wasn't his fault. I mean, it's not like financial advisors know that there's going to be a great financial crisis. I mean, what would be telling them that or showing them? It's not like they know how to read that. And no, most people didn't, right? We get blindsided by it. Anyway, bygones. Yeah, iBit, the BlackRock Bruce May. And then I wanted it out because I was currency trading, and I did my 10,000 hours of research on the banking system and the money power parasites and how it all works and how it just all goes. Once I did that, I'm like, I'm out. I'll do it my own. And then it took like about 4 meetings to actually close the deal, because part of the mantra is just don't let the money out. Right? Because as soon as the money's out, they're trailers, it's called. They get trailers, win or lose trailers on all your investments. And some of the data says that is a high income earner with a financial advisor. The financial advisor may incur just as much wealth off that money as you when it comes to management fees. It's a very dark number when it comes to financial advisors and how much money they make off of you. Anyway, took 4 sessions and he filibustered. You know, I remember like the first 3, and I got to get out of here. This is like an hour. Like, can you just, get me out of these? I'm going to do it myself. Yeah, well, the problem is the problem this, problem that. Finally, like 4 sessions later, I got it out, and that was the end. And that was the end of that and the beginning of my journey. Why I'm looking at this weekly chart over on the Wookiee. Squeaky McGee says, unless your financial advisor is wealthy, why would you listen to them? Now, I have a more interesting take on that too. Not that your take isn't interesting, Squeaky McGee, but I always found it bizarre that these financial advisors, and now I get the optics of it, but I know most of, unless they're deep finance, like they have a long book, they've been doing it for 30 years, accumulating 2% trailers for 30 years. You can imagine that wealth grows. But these young guys who are getting into it, they wanted to look the part. So they would go and they would lease or buy a Range Rover, and the nut on that back in the day was about $1,500 to $1,800. That's just base. That's Canadian too. And that's a month. And so it's like, well, what kind of advice is that? What are you showing that you should take, the majority of a lot of the money you're making as a new business owner? Because they're just starting their new books and drive around in this car that you can barely afford. Anyway, so that's why I find it easy. You would think that they would try to instill maybe a little bit of financial education about the cost of a car. You really want to, it's like a house. It's a necessary evil, but you really want to go that far out when you're not making that money. Now, if you're making a lot of money, it's all relative. If you're a billionaire, who cares about the car? Just another payment that some accountant does. Anyway, the Wookiee here. Look, we're finally over our channel of Eternal Monotony. The last time, now we haven't closed, so I don't want to get too ahead of myself here, but let's just make this a little bigger so we can know exactly. If we were to close above 65.6, that would be, it's still bullish. Don't get me wrong. But we want to put in a higher high on the weekly close because I haven't done it in about a month. And if you look back, besides this is chinny chin chin closes, just the nose above this inanimate line I drew 7 months ago. But before that, it was the end of July that we were actually in this channel. It's hard to believe, but not really. Wick, that's funny. So to get back in here is bullish. To stay above here, it's quite possible. It's quite possible that we did round the bottom down here, September 1st of September, first week, and we're just up and away. Now we will be proving that if we can close this candle above 65.6 on the weekly, that would be bullish. We're 3 weeks out of my doodle here. We're looking if we get smaller here. This was my official doodle that I predicted we would follow this range, and to a certain degree we followed the bottom, but we fell out of it right around the end of August, and we haven't got back in. So maybe we'll get back in or up around here in November at 81,000. Shazbutt. That would be something, wouldn't it? 81,000 by November. I actually feel like there is some divergence on retail FOMO that will come into play. We're all thinking 100K, but I think the resilience of the price action going back and getting all-time highs, it goes on the news. Now you have financial advisors, the serpent eats its tail, starting to make all the calls. Hey, you should probably put an allocation in there. Then we'll see the retail FOMO coming in probably around 80K to 100. That will be like the launch pad of FOMO the first level of FOMO. That's when those people that get in will be the hodlers, because they will generally be in the money even through the next bear market, so to speak. Like there's a good chance that 80 to 100 will be like the dark floor of the bear market, like the 16K. It'll be 80 to 100K. And so people get in at 80 and they live through the downturn and they don't sell because you know what? You know how retail likes this, like it's the pain, it hurts, I can't take it, it keeps going down. I'm right at the point where I bought it and I'm out. And that is about the worst thing that could ever happen, because it won't probably won't go much lower than that, and then it'll start going up. So 80K, will it be the floor? But this is what I'm even more excited about. Look at this on the monthly. Hey, buddy, how's it going? We're about to break out of our bear flag, our channel of dissension, which does break out. And look at this. We're slightly, 1 second, buddy. What is it? We're about to break out of our channel of dissension and our bear flag in the next lineup here. Let's go check out some of these. First stop 112, second stop 129. Isn't that the truth there, Duck? Are you side-eyeing the monthly chart, buddy? No? Okay. Well, what you gonna play? You know, we've been doing a lot of technical analysis here, so maybe we should do our theme song to technical analysis called Astrology for Men.
Let's do some noodles, aka Astrology for Men. Let's do some noodles, aka Astrology for Men. I saw a cup and a notepad. I saw it and showed in the sky. I'm looking at the moving average, convergence, divergence,
Matty.
whatever that means. Let's do some doodles, aka Astrology for Men. Let's do some doodles, aka Astrology for Men.
Do you remember the second verse? Well, remember it's I'm looking at a triple top.
I'm looking at a triple top. I saw the RSI is overbought. I see a spinning top candle. Some people call it a doji.
Doji?
Whatever that means. Let's do some noodles, aka Astrology for Men.
Oh, those kooky little lines. Do you remember the ending there? That little jazz ending? All right, buddy. How about you do this? Let's do a quick, we'll practice our ba-dong, dong. But you got to look at the comments. I'm not helping you. Welcome to the
Jimmy on a Saturday night when the pig Manitoba. Sunny St. James. My name's Matty B, and I hope you guys have a really good time. Thank you too for tuning in. You always keep the party pumping when we quest keep Tennessee. Joga Ferguson and Misco and Alexander Dree
Top
and Randy
G.
Abite. Squeaky McGee and Shadow Caser.
Good job.
We're gonna be playing all your favorite chord nests tonight. Gonna make them sound real popular. Thank you for tuning in. You always keep
I see that boom.
when you
Having some Murgatroyd next. feels like the bottom. Feels like something's about to change. Feels like the bottom, and I mean that in the most grooviest way. Feels like the walls are crashing down on me, like everything is falling apart. Nothing makes sense anymore. I just want to go back to the days when it felt like it would never end, would all just go on forever. I wake up and you're gone. Did I hold on too long? Tell me, where did I go wrong? It feels like the bottom. It feels like something's about to change. It feels like the bottom, and I mean this in the most grooviest way. Sometimes I wonder how long it'll be before I see you again, and this all just blows over. I'm just looking for someone to blame, just a simple reason why we find ourselves here again. I wake up and you're gone. Did I hold on too long? Tell me, where did I go wrong? It feels like the bottom. It feels like something's about to change. It feels like the bottom, and I mean this in the most grooviest way. Tell me that it's over. Tell me that it's gone. Tell me everything I thought was wrong, 'cause everything I had now is gone. Feels like the bottom. Feels like something's about to change. It feels like the bottom, and I mean this in the most grooviest way. It feels like the bottom. It feels like something's about to change. Feels like the bottom, and I mean this in the most grooviest way.
Heavens to Murgatroyd next.
Not your keys, not your corn. All your dreams get destroyed, disappear into the void. You don't have what you don't hold. A possession, no control. Not in your hands that you don't own. You look away and then gone. Not your keys, not your corn. Never thought I'd lose everything I had. Said that it's all good and that you had my back. No, everything is gone now and I can't get it back. You said that everything would be alright. Everything was safe, real proper like. Now I'm praying to the gods of luck to make it right. into the void. You don't have what you don't hold. No possession, no control. Not in your hands that you don't own. You look away and then it's gone. Not your keys, not your coin. Never should have gave him everything I had. My whole goddamn life gone in a flash. Started from the bottom, now I'm back again. Can't say it didn't want me, I can't say I didn't know, but I found out the hard way. Not your keys, not your coins. All your dreams get destroyed, disappear into the void. You don't have what you don't hold. No possession, no control. Not in your hands that you don't own. You look away and then it's gone. Not your keys, not your coin. You warned me about the winter. Now it's as cold as it's ever been. And baby, there's no winners. There's just those who lose the lead. Not your keys, not your coins. All your dreams get destroyed, disappear into the void. You don't have what you don't hold. No possession, no control. Not in your hands that you don't own. You look away and then it's gone. Not your keys, not your coin. Not your keys, not your coin. Not your keys. Oh, inflation, it doesn't exist. Inflation, it's just a myth. But if it does exist, well, for sure we don't have anything to do with it. Oh, everything is good, everything is cool. We make millions of dollars and so can you. Just grab a seat in the Senate, watch the cash roll in. We only make $200K a year, but the three of ours combined net worth is well over $150 million. Isn't that amazing?
In the depths of the crypto bear market, anything can and will happen.
I've never seen anything like it.
Is the craziest I think I've ever seen.
Academy Award winner Zach Galifianakis says BitBoy Crypto, Ben Armstrong.
The psyop they tried to create in my brain, and you hear the struggle of, I haven't done anything.
Golden Globe nominee Shia LaBeouf as DJ Shed.
We had a great dynamic and a lot of fun over the years. This hurts all of us.
We broke the entire internet.
This has always been my company.
Also starring Benicio del Toro.
Remember me?
As Nicky Diamonds DeMonte. Nicolas Cage as DZ. And Paul Giamatti as DJ's dad. Also some black guy that we've never really heard of.
Give me everything you got! Pound, 10p, 5p, and even the brown pen exact to me!
Based on the best-selling novel by John Grisham. Cold-blooded crypto.
You know, there's too many lines that have been crossed. You and I have to go our separate ways.
Make sure you like and subscribe and share